Very, very good. Juliet. If there's any priority traffic, please break in at any time. For an emergency, please call 911 first. You can see us on our website, k at 146415.net, or you can see us on this, or you can send me an email at kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey at arrl.net. Um, Simplex. And that's what they had. Hopefully develop ham radio operators for emergency communications if and when that event occurs, although we prefer it does. We invite everyone to use the net for amateur radio events, activities, resources, and training in support of the local community. Is there anyone with announcements at this time?
K1 OFO.
Yes, Donnie, go ahead.
Want to remind everyone, filled up the Wilson County Club be setting up at the fairgrounds. We'll be there Friday night, Saturday. Have an hourly report. We're going to be doing it on the Simplex 146415 and Wilson County repeater 147105 plus offset 156.7. A little fun, but come out and enjoy the day. We hope to have all four major radio brands out there. Not sure how well the Simplex is going. First hour or two may be rough, but we hope to improve it as we go along. And so everyone, if you want to listen to know what's going on, we're halfway decent signal. And then anyone wants to check in on the net, that's going to be out there Saturday night. We'll be checking in on Simplex. All right, I'll go ahead and let this be my check-in call.
All right, very good, Donnie. That was Donnie. I forgot FOW4. No, hit me with that again.
K1 OFO, Kilo 1.
There we go. Throw me with that one call. Kilo 1, Oscar Foxtrot Oscar, is just reminding us about Field Day this weekend. And of course, they're the Wilson County Club here in the Lebanon Fairgrounds, just south of Lebanon. It's actually the Wilson County Fairgrounds, just south of the Lebanon. And that ends Sunday, so you can stop at any time and mess around with their radios. And of course, they're going to be doing updates on this frequency as well as the 147 156.3 PL. Anybody have any questions about that? Put that up on the web tonight as well, just to make sure everybody knows, besides the ones listening. Also, we've got that Wilson County Amateur Radio Club net tomorrow night at 8 p.m. 147 again, 147.105 plus offset and 156.7 tone. Having a net, Sarah. But let's take, if you're doing Field Day, take that first if you can, or just monitor and check in when you can. Vanderbilt Amateur Radio Club, which is AA4. They're on 443.800 at 30 p.m. and they have a plus offset and a 123.0 p.m. Well, very good. Anybody have any questions about those announcements? I'll move on then. Announcement I have. The other announcement I have is that I am for Papa Echo Whiskey, or on YouTube, that is, for my channel, or you can look up the Brain Trusts channel. You can just look it up under Brain Trusts channel, or what's the third way? You can just Simplex, Simplexton, Simplex with a TON on the end, and you'll come up with that. And a couple other things, but that'll be the problem on that. Fine business. We've got Donnie in there first, so we might as well come now.
KT4T in Mobile.
We got K4T. And did you say?
November, Mobile, Franklin, Tennessee.
Ah, very good. Remind me of that call and that name. Tango 4, Tango November. Your name and you say you're mobile tonight, or are you at home?
Yeah, I am mobile in Franklin, Alpha, November, Delta Yankee.
Ah, very good, Randy. Good to have you in there. And you're home at the moment?
I'm just sitting out in the driveway, equipment, and everything. All I've got is mobile.
Well, you're doing good on the mobile from Franklin, that's for sure. Are you? Have you got what kind of antenna?
And dual band is a comic type mobile antenna, dual band.
Ah, very good. Well, you picked a good brand tonight for certain.
Thank you very much, and you're coming in about half scale down here with me.
Ah, very good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I did the antenna and boosted it up a little. It works better. But yeah, I get all the way out to, well, depending upon the terrain, about maybe 40 miles. But Kilo Tango 4, Tango November, and he is in Franklin. Mobile. He's sitting in his driveway with his mobile. Hey, how are you tonight?
Doing okay. I'm cranking out at 50.
I bet he does. We'll find out in a minute. You're doing 50 watts from the garage?
Yes, I clear. I trying to see if cranking up to 50, if he picks me up better than normal.
Well, like I said, it's Kilo Mike 4 Victor Alpha, and he's just hanging around there, kind of behind Providence Marketplace. Just the interview.
Oh, that'll be it. Checking out.
All right, very good. I'm so final. Do we have south of 40? Please come in.
Hello, Mikey, Bill in Murfreesboro.
Hey, Bill, you sounding great as always. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Ready tonight out here.
Could be. We seem to be. It's hard to. Well, it's not always. It's not always easy. I can tell sometimes for some remote stations, but yours isn't one of them. When I get somebody who's in a bad location and they come in, there's problems with, propagation or whatever, humidity, wind. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Very good, Bill. Good to have you in there. That's Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee, and he is in Murfreesboro. Nice save.
KN4 CCQ.
Hold on, Scott. I've got Preston.
I'm doing very well. How's everything going with you this afternoon?
Well, it's going dandy. I spent half of the day, a lot of money on new hearing aids, and she's having two, lens replacements, and lens replacement in both her eyes.
Well, it doesn't sound like any fun either. But anyway, I'll say good evening to you out there, Paul. Sounding good as always. Turn it back to you.
Yeah, very good. That's Preston with a nice signal from Possum Trop, Kilo November 4, Charlie, Quebec.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. We'll catch you a little later. Sound good. Thanks for checking in. Who else we have south of 40?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hold on, Larry. I forgot to get Scott back. Scott.
That's all right. Yeah, we're here.
Oh, that would be we.
All right, very good. You sound good. You see any condition changes tonight in how people sound?
And first, I was on the Yagi and had it pointed the wrong way. Switched to the vertical. I hear Larry, of course.
It's that's really it's not a problem. It's just one of those issues you have to deal with, as you know, with a beam. You sound either not crappy.
Yeah, you tricked us by starting in the south tonight.
Everybody on their toes. All right, appreciate you checking in, Scott, and that's Scott from Laverne. Next, Sierra Yankee Victor, please come now.
Yeah, Paul, got a couple of questions for you. Number one, are you going to be operating field vacation?
That really probably not, because I have issues with my wife working second shift, and that I keep after here at the house. So it makes it a little tough for us to do both.
Okay. And about an hour and a half ago, I had, Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, that's a good stress. Was just conditions, you think? I mean, obviously, where was he? Wasn't on that remote base, was he?
No, he was, but he was running power. So, and I told him to try to come up here, but he had another net at the same time, and I think he's vertical antenna.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, Steve in Scottsville told me last night that he had a QSO on M. Oh gosh, I want to say it was 10 meters FM up to Western New York, which is about 650 miles.
Both said he knew of two other Simplex nets, so there's probably more of us out there than we know.
Well, that's because most of them keep. I'm happy to hear it. I think when they say, I don't know what, I'd like to know what other people mean by simplex net, because I know some areas, just it's like a simplex frequency for chat and fun, which is good. We used to do that up in Buffalo, and quite a bit. There was probably about a dozen guys that would get on there periodically at night and weekends.
Okay, man, I've told you enough, so I'll get out of here.
It was Larry, Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victory, was always a great signal out of Rockville. Who else south of 40?
November, Delta, November. Good evening.
All right, David, you win the double award for the moment, but that was weird. Hold on while we're Echo Bravo X-ray.
Yeah, hope everybody's doing okay tonight. All that check. Been a nice day. Got rain coming tomorrow. Before EBX.
Yep, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray, east of Providence, a couple miles with a great signal. And let me take. It's good to have you looking for. Oh, Dave, please come now.
Well, I'm shooting 5 watts at you, and did you say it?
No, Eddie won out. You came in. I knew it was. It was one of those deals. I only heard the NDN.
I won't try that quick key anymore, so I'll stretch it way out and be sure and be heard.
Well, it just is hard not to double, on these kind of circumstances. So I understand how that goes. But John, 5 watts, you're doing great. The propagation.
Yes, sir. Yeah, same. I'm hearing all stations tonight, so propagation is good. Good evening to you, sir. Appreciate what you do.
Yeah, very good. Appreciate you being in there, Dave. And that's the Kilo India 4 November Delta November. By the way, great signal for 5 watts. Really, it's almost like you did something different, like you doubled the height or something. Here on when you do the web, and it'll be about 15 or so minutes into the net. these that come in. Everybody, you can see I've got my on-air light behind me now instead of off the side for those that see it. All right. Who else saw the 40? Please come in.
W8 IFG.
Two nets in a row. You're in town. It's unbelievable.
Well, barely. I just walked in the door. I had a Kentucky today, so spent about a good, probably around 9 hours on the road coming and going.
Well, I don't know. That's sometimes better, isn't it?
Well. Yeah, it's good to spend a day driving if if the weather's okay. I ran into a few little pop-up storms here and there. Nothing too bad. One major accident on the interstate. I had to divert around. So yeah.
My implication there was if you had to fly up to northern Kentucky, it would take you as long almost to drive it and getting back into the house.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly. That's probably. This was up. This was right outside Cincinnati in Florence, Kentucky. So it would have flown into. I would have flown into Cincinnati. So, yeah. Anyway, close enough to drive. It's not more than about 5 or 6 hours, and we're glad to be home and looking forward to tomorrow's technically the first day of summer. Maybe get a little break in the temperatures this weekend. I think they're saying.
I hope so. Of the year, obviously tomorrow, anybody really notices it, but it is the longest day, and then it's all downhill from there until. No, that's not true. When is it? 6 months? Yeah, it is December 21st. Isn't it the other end of that?
That is solstice, and that's when the 3.5 degrees south latitude.
Yeah, I always knew when I lived in Tampa, there was a road as a rock, and when it was that when it was the solstice, that thing was dead on in the morning, dead on the other end of the road.
Cool. All right, very good. We're going to check in on an HS net here too, and we'll let good to be here with you tonight. Have a good night, Paul. W8IFG 73 round.
Yeah, very good, and that's Adam Whiskey 8 India Foxtrot Gold. Memory serves me right.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, I got it right this time. All right, good enough, Adam. Yeah, you're new and I say new. Who else south of 40? Please come in. Right, then we'll move around east. Please come in.
W84 is that HI.
I should have before Zulu Hotel India.
Don't do that. It might be some nice I miss.
I can't remember the last.
You keep saying I was at the beginning. I didn't start till December of that year. The 7th of December.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's still close to the beginning because the first couple of months, September, October, November, were, if you remember, there wasn't that.
Yeah, it was like maybe 8 or 9.
Yeah, well, again, it's fun now. It just takes a little longer now, and we have a lot more people involved, and I think I don't know, it works out better for everyone, I think. All right, very good, James. Just northeast of the library. Well, it's kind of east of the library off of 171, but we won't give your undisclosed location there. Very good. Hope you and the family are doing good. Who else we got east of Mount Juliet Road? Please come in.
K14
Well, a reasonably good signal for tonight down there from Watertown.
Yeah, your audio's really low to me.
It could be true. I don't know what's going on with it exactly, but hold on. That change anything at all? K4 PEW.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't remember exactly where I had the settings on that microphone preamplifier, so I'll probably to somebody close like Robin have a hum. Oh, and I'll back it down a little bit. Well, very good, Wes. You sound good.
All right. So you're about S2, a little bit weaker than usual.
Yeah, and you're doing about an S2, 2.5, 3 here around that area, so you're not doing too shabby with a clear audio, a little bit of hashing. All righty. Who else east of Mount Juliet Road? Please come in.
Okay, all right.
Come on.
Oh, I'm myself.
I'm doing well. You know, as somebody told me one time, I was doing any better. Now I'm doing all right. For getting to be an old man, I am. It's at least I dressed. You notice I dressed up for the occasion. I actually shaved this morning.
I'm not watching the thing on the web.
Now that's all right. You go back and look for 30 seconds and then turn it back off. Going all right. Going all right over there with your gear.
Maybe this year, hopefully another 2 years, maybe. So I think I'll try to do this year.
You gonna try to do fairgrounds?
I'm trying to set up in the backyard, maybe run the TR7. I don't know if I use a generator or not. The generator is a tiny one. It won't quite power the radio, so.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's, I've always from the house. I've always done it just for fun, and sometimes so that's kind of I've done it for kind of competitive reasons in some other locations, but here I haven't done do that. That'll be hope to hear you on the air. K4 PEW. Stan, appreciate you checking in from just a little bit north of Lebanon. And that's Kilo Mike 4. Come on, Juliet.
G4 in my Z.
Yeah, who's that? Oh, how you doing there?
I've been calling a few times on the radio. I hadn't got any response. I thought maybe you had left town or something.
I was out making doctor appointments, not appointments, but taking my mother to appointments today. On over to Nashville, and she's gonna. I think you might have heard me. She's getting new lenses for eyeballs. Things are looking up for a 90-year-old.
Yeah, it sounds like the bionic woman there. At least she. I just pull on ear for a little bit, and everybody out there, take care.
It's almost a straight shot to me over in Lebanon, but he's down west of the square or circle, I think it is. The crop circle there in the middle of Lebanon. KG4 MIZ. Who else? Where was I? East of Mount Juliet Road.
KG4 DEZ. Pretty well. Just hanging out and hanging in and doing the best we can with what I got left. Okay.
It's 5S6 into me tonight, so conditions are good unless you change something over there.
No, I haven't changed it. This thing only does 40 watts. Supposed to do 50, but I got reading about it and everything like that. And I was kind of like, well, 40 watts is better than none at all, I guess.
I don't know that anybody noticed the difference between 40 and 50. I really don't, because you figure what, even doubling your power only, is that what I remember here?
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works out. It takes a whole lot to get a X unit from over here to my neck of the woods to any points in between.
Well, you're kind of in a bad spot, but you do pretty well to me, and I'm sure you do well to a lot of people east, west, and south.
Yeah, I can hear Murfreesboro, Laverne, and Woodbury sometimes pretty well, and depending on the leaves on the trees between the humps and bounds between the body antenna.
Real fine, again, with a real fine signal there out of just east of, I think it's Noreen, just east of the Cedars of Lebanon. That's Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu, for those of you who needed the locations definitively off of QRZ. Who else east of Mount Juliet Road? All righty, we'll move along north of Division Street, north of Lebanon.
Bravo.
That is one heck of a HT you got tonight.
I wish it was an HC. Oh, anyway, listen, I'll turn it back over to you. I don't have anything further. KI4SIB.
Yeah, very good. You're just reminded, sent a note to the club up in Long Island that says they're a Simplex club. Now, I didn't get a reply. From me, I'm not offended, but the day after I sent the message, it was a nice little message telling them, hey, I like your website. Hope you're doing good. It said you can look at our website, that kind of stuff. And the next day, it shows up 20 something people looked at our website. So I'm pretty sure it was them.
Wow. Well, I wonder why they didn't respond to you.
I hate to you, Richard, but people on long terms, okay?
Ah, well, they lost. I gained.
Islanders, so I can't say that too loud, but no, it's not true. No, they just breed of cat. It's like if you went out to Memphis, you'd probably say they're a different breed of cat.
Oh yeah, and they are.
If you can believe it, it's sacrilege not to go visit the shrine of Elvis.
For some people, but
I had oh gosh, years ago. It has to be almost 25, 28 years ago. I was going through a hockey arena and I was paying for the lessons or something. And this young lady in there, I had to give a check at the time, I think, and she needed my 1949. And she goes, "You grew up with Elvis." She's a young woman. She could have been 20, older than me. We grew up in states.
different parts of the world.
No, that's funny because I know him from movies and TV appearances, YouTube, and from listening to the records. But I grew up watching the movies he made. Now 37, I forget. It's a lot.
Yeah, he was a busy young man and a well-to-do young man, and he didn't mind sharing. He was a different breed of cat.
Well, I think the business of show business gets the best of a lot in the last 25, 30. Well, it goes all the way back to, oh boy, the 70s with people like Jim Morris. Sierra India Bravo, and he's up near the north side of Wilson County, really, but it is north of Mount Juliet. All right, Richard, good to have you in there. Who else north of Lebanon Road, north of Division Street? I was hoping Brian would be in there. Anybody else north of Lebanon Road, please come in. Richard, can you pretend to be Brian?
W4DBB.
No, darn, I was hoping he'd be there because I wanted to know if he could hear Dan over there in Providence. He sometimes can't. All right, the west of Mount Juliet Road, please come down.
KM4.
All right, Michael, you were waiting a long time tonight.
Oh, that's okay. It was worth the wait.
Talking about how you were saving up for the.
Yes, I can't wait to get it ordered and get it here so I can get it up.
I'll use a similar analogy back in the 90s when PCs and laptops were all the rage, and everybody. With my laptop in '91, and one of my buddies who was wasn't any, he goes, "Hey, I think if you value your life, your wallet, and your family, you won't do it." And what I'm telling you is having a good antenna, the enjoyment and time, and then you go, "Hey, I think I want it twice as high, and I want more power," and you know the drill.
I remember you telling me about your antenna is off the ground. Did you have to guy the mast?
No, and then this case, it's bolted to the chimney, and the top of the chimney is about 18 feet. And with the steel mast, the pipe that has the rotor, so it's about 2 feet above the chimney. And then on top of the rotor is another 10-foot mast. That's where the top new antenna is at the top of that mast. So no, it didn't. It's rigid and not going anywhere. It's nice and solid, really, with about 12 to 13 feet down to where it's attached to something, final attachment, to see what kind of flexibility it has. Because when in doubt, I think I'd put a guy on it.
Um, there on that got like a 3 pound ground plane on it, so there's not really much up there to have to move around.
I mean, if it's rigid to something, it will take the flex. But I'll say 30, 40 miles an hour, and it wasn't a big deal at all. No damage, no issues, no nothing. So I don't think I'd worry about that end of it. It would be the support. Well, again, I don't know if I told everybody the story. We put up a steel mast. I had in my mind I could use a 10-foot piece of inch and a half to attach it to. Well, we hooked it all up, bolted it all together, swung it up into place, and realized that a big long piece of spaghetti, regular piece of pipe to put in the upper section.
Yeah, that PVC just doesn't do very, very well, I think.
See, the original, and I don't want to get off on a tangent here, but the original,
Oh.
so I don't really have any Dane Bramage.
Whiskey 4 Alpha.
Oh, John, missed your last net.
Yeah, I had to work on a little deadline project. I thought I was going to end up being almost too late for this one. Over.
No, you're doing fine. There's no family first, and everything else is. And
yeah, it is important to pay for the gear.
Yeah, that's right. Pay for it. Well, when I die, I hope my wife does not sell my equipment for what I told her I paid for it.
Yeah, that's exactly. Surprises.
I'm sure there is. That's why the smart widows call in a friend, somebody who will tell them the truth. Very good, John. You got a great signal out there from get it straight, not Belmont. I forgot what it's called.
Bellevue, and you're booming in over here in West Nashville.
Oh yeah, you're 20 over S9.
Yes, it's turned up all the way right now.
Yeah, all right. Well, trying to do DX there with our Simplex. Whiskey Echo over in Bellevue.
Bellevue. And what I plan to do this evening, I'll try is I've got a new handy talkie that I was just going to plug into the same antenna and see how it does.
With what you got right now for certain. All right, very good. I will catch you later. That was Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo. Up in Cottontown. How you doing tonight?
Can you hear me the best? Do you hear any noises on my signal? I'm going to do like a 5-second key with that talk. And do you hear noise over me talking? Because on that other Simplex 5.5, I was getting on that KL7EZ. It's a node, IRP node. Like that. What's causing it? I'm just trying to figure out. I guess you say you don't hear it over here. I'm just wondering if you can hear it because you don't.
Well, let's put it this way. You're about 10 over S9 to me with a solid signal. The only thing I might be able to hear in the background, almost like a very faint equipment noise. You got something running in the background there?
Just a second because it sounds like water running through it. I don't know everything about AC, and I went to AC for school, but I never graduated. But I hear water froze up.
It could be, but the only way to know for certain is to open up the cabinet and take a look and see if you got a block of ice. And if you do, it usually means you either have a restricted fan, airflow of some kind, either due to a restricted evaporator or what's the other? Or it's low on refrigerant, which is another way to get
The water run.
No, that was up to a light, and you look at it, you can see light through. Even there's not enough restriction there to cause those problems.
It's not the cleanest, but I gotta get some more and everything. But those filters are expensive. Seems like I just didn't know if you knew what could be causing the water running through it. I'm assuming something's froze up, and I don't know. Why is this hindering my tones from going through to bring up the RLP node?
Well, I don't hear any of that. Your signal is clean as I've ever heard it, I think, if my memory serves me right. So I don't think I'd worry about anything on your signal. IRLP node or something, because it's not coming in on this direction. All right, Charlie. Anyway, I just gave you the nice clinic, though. Those are the classic being frozen up.
It's just not blowing very cold. I'm yesterday. I don't know if that would make my face burn. I don't think I'm running a fever. I haven't really felt the greatest today. A couple days I worked out in the sun, but say something else. Yeah, maybe you think something between complete good cycle. I don't know.
Yeah, something's going on because it's not going on here, Charles. Really not. I do appreciate checking in on 10 over S9, so that's not too shabby at all. All righty, let me move along, Charles. Anybody else? And we're looking for late check-ins. Hey, Steve. How you doing? Alpha Charlie 9 India Mike in Scottsville. How you doing?
Oh, I've been listening for a while, I think. Yeah, 10 meters. Dallas Fort Worth repeater is about 10 over right now on 2966. Air Connecticut on 29.6 Simplex. So there you go, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys heard that is wide open, at least in some areas. He's talking to Dallas and talking to Connecticut, or at least listening to them from those two locations. FM, right? FM, right, Steve?
Right. I'll go ahead and key up Dallas Fort Worth so people can hear what the courtesy. There you go. There's two different repeaters on 2966 that I am keying up. Dallas is the launch spot. There's your tone on Dallas Fort Worth.
Wow, that's awesome. Sounding good, Steve. You're give me another something there.
All right, yeah, but I encourage people to, you'll probably have to get an outside antenna, okay, not something. You don't need that high of a gain antenna. A quarter wave will work fine on 10 meters, working scale. You know, I only got 100 watts over here, watts. You know, just get an outside antenna so kind of pass that along. AC9 I am.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, and it doesn't take much. You're right. Like the wire connected to a quarter wave stub. It was just a twin lead and then a coax into the rig, and I was talking all over the country.
Maybe they'll encourage people to turn off their stupid television. Just put some kind of quarter wave antenna outside. You can make it out of copper wire. I'm talking around the states on FM Simplex 29.6. Or you got the 4 different repeater pairs. So there you go.
I'll have to cruise around myself. All right, Steve, that was AC9, Alpha Charlie 9, India Mike in Scotch State. Check in on Simplex. That's number 20, by the way, Steve. Who else? Any other late check-ins?
Kilo hit Millersville.
Hello, Fred. How are you doing? I think you've checked in before, but I just noticed that it's got that suffix. Yeah. Did you do that?
Oh, that was issued to me in 1960.
No kidding. That's awesome. Yeah, I still have a cup here somewhere. I belong to a club it's in Tonawanda, New York, and the guy who originally got the call, he's since passed away. He was silent key for quite a while, but his original call that he got without anything was SEX.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, it is. I've had people It's fun to have interest. Yeah. And Fred, and you're in, I forget what you just told me.
Millersville.
Uh, oh, that's right.
I can't remember the name of it. Same thing Donnie's got.
Oh, that's EP something. Decent antenna.
Tram 1480.
Yeah, that's the shorter one, but you're doing a fine job there and you're running 50 watts?
Yes, sir, on Kenwood.
Oh, yeah, very good. Can't beat a Kenwood. That's MV71A. I love it. Anyway, appreciate you being there, Fred, from Millersville. That's Kilo 4 Yankee Echo Hotel. That's almost 60 years. You know that.
Pretty close.
I know it. I look back and I say, I was looking at something about telling a kid something, and I thought to myself, I've been buying car insurance for over 50 years. What's wrong with me? Good, Fred. Appreciate you being there and a good signal out of Millersville. Who else? Late check-ins, or we'll move on to the listeners. Oh, lurkers too. We have in-baggers, scanner listeners, or lollygaggers. That's what we need now. Oh, that was rough. Rough copy on that. One more time, please. Oh, wow. Is anybody else copying him? I'm barely able to make that out without a headset on.
He's off frequency.
All right, I think you're off frequency, but let's give it a
16415. Or excuse me, 146415. 146.
very good. Go ahead.
Anyway, I don't know, it's been several weeks back. But y'all starting the club back up or an Aries or whatever it is.
That here in a second. What's the call up there?
Lima.
Ah, very good. What's the first name, please?
Don, Delta, Oscar, November.
All right, I located.
I'm right here in Carthage.
Ah, very good, in Carthage. Yeah, we've been running a simplex net on this frequency for years on this frequency, and we have a club, and it's not Aries, it's not Races, it's not React, it's Liz. You got to be licensed and show up on the net once in a while.
All right, I know. Years back, they tried to get a club going here, and I don't know what happened. I mean, no, every time I go to a meeting or whatever over at the rescue squad, there wouldn't nobody show up. Man.
Yeah, it's interesting about club, and just like the simplex net, we don't really have meetings, but we do meet every month at the for breakfast and just chew the rag. We don't do anything. There's no dues. We don't own any equipment. We don't own any towers. We don't own any repeaters. The only thing we own is our own radio. So there's nothing to really vote on. But to make things, you got to be doing stuff, and people got to show up, and they have to have a reason to show up.
I'm very with you, 100% there. But no, I didn't know y'all was going. That y'all had been doing that. I didn't realize that. Kind of weird. But, I mean, so wow.
though I am just still a technician, I could give you a rat's foot for HL. I don't care nothing about it.
I know several people who they enjoy ham radio, they enjoy UHF, VHF, and it doesn't matter to them if they do anything else. You know, it's no sin. You're going to throw a stone at you for that view.
I hear you. What frequency do y'all have y'all going to that?
No, we don't do it at all. It's always on this simplex frequency, 146.415, and sometimes we try to do it on 440 meters. Sucks.
Yeah, it is, especially when you're around a bunch of hills like where you're at. And I know where you're at up in Hackenhall. Yeah, it does suck. But I didn't know that. I'll keep this. I'll write that down. Drives me nuts if I can get on the computer and do it. Anyway.
Is your email good on?
Yeah, I believe so. Last time I looked, you looked it up. I live right here in the car.
I invite you to join our email list. That's all.
I don't even know. No, I ain't been on my thing. I don't know how long. I tell you what, my email is. It's my call at Comcast.net.
All right, very good. So it's Kilo 4 Victor Delta.
I'm sorry.
That was Kilo 4 Victor Delta Lima at Comcast.net.
Yeah, I ain't never put nothing on
there. All right, very good. Yeah, I just looked it up, and you don't. Yeah, you don't have it there. Your middle name is Donald, I take it.
It's actually Donnelly, but I've always went with Don or Donnie.
Sometimes I make the mistake of looking at somebody's name on their QRZ, and they don't want to use that name, and yours is one of those. But no, Donnelly's a.
Yeah, it's kind of family name.
All right, very good. Good, Don. We appreciate it. We had somebody in from Carthage. It's been a while. But you're welcome to show up here every Wednesday and Saturday night here on 146.415. We signal here in the Mount Juliet.
Is that where? Okay. You're in Mount Juliet? 22 meter, 60 centimeter. Put my other radio 1296.
Well, you're doing real good. I mean, if you're
MDY.
Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Just the same as the frequency, except no decimal. 146.415.net. Yeah, it's convenient. It's over. Decent elevation because I'm hoping others can hear you as well. Late check-ins, lurkers, lollygaggers, scanner listeners, or sandbaggers.
Knucklehead, if there's a category.
If you're in ham radio, you're already a knucklehead. It should be on the license.
Just now turned it on. Just now came into the shack and thought I'd listen for you. All right, KB4 SFM 73.
November, and he's over in, I think it's Pasta, isn't it, Martha?
Between Martha and Malibu, so consider me Martha Label, over.
Foxtrot November, he does a great job on the net tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on that 156. I'm sorry, the 147.1. You'll hear Tom's melodious voice over there. All right. Anybody else with the late check-ins, please come in. Nothing heard. If you can believe it, we hit 23 check-ins 3 weeks in a row. On a really late check-ins. We got nothing. Well, very good. We're going to close the net. Then 23 fellow there from Carthage, Don, and we had some. Most of the people were regulars, but it's just nice to hear all the. Keeping the airwaves alive here in Middle Tennessee. I'll have to turn off my on the air sign now. Closing the net. You guys take it easy.